The Church teaches the importance of a free conscience. While each of us is free to follow our conscience, that conscience must be well formed through studying Scripture and the teachings of the Church, careful examination of the facts, human reason and experience, and prayerful reflection. Therefore, conscience formation requires approaching issues with an openness to seek the truth, studying sacred Scripture and the teachings of the Church, examining facts and background information, engaging in constant and deliberate prayerful reflection. In order to bring the Catholic faith into the public square, the U.S. Catholic bishops provide guidance for the formation of conscience through the publication Forming Consciences for Faithful Citizenship. In it, you learn how the U.S. bishops affirm the positive role of the Church and Catholics in political life, share Catholic social teaching as a moral framework to help assess issues, political platforms, and campaigns, summarize Church teaching on some important issues that face our communities and world today. In an election year, Forming Consciences for Faithful Citizenship is not a voter's guide, not a scorecard of issues, nor direction on how to vote. It does not tell Catholics who to vote for or offer guidance on which candidate or party best reflects the Church's moral framework. Rather, it helps each person become equipped to make their own decisions. A well-formed conscience, when it comes to public policy, has two aspects: the conscience of those who develop policy as public officials, and the conscience of citizens who vote for public officials and who must demand accountability from those elected. Public officials are obligated to support moral legislation and oppose unjust laws. Voting citizens must support candidates who reflect just values, particularly the values related to human dignity. At the same time, in a complex, pluralistic society, elected officials and voters are not always faced with clear choices and must make wise judgments. Prudence calls us to take counsel carefully, with oneself and from others, to judge correctly on the basis of the evidence at hand. With prudence, a person acts in a timely manner with due reflection and consideration to decide what is good and how to do the good. However, it is important to remember that just as all issues are not equal, all sources are not equal. So prudence helps us to deliberate among our options and choices, considering both the issues and the sources. As Catholics, we cannot treat all issues as morally equivalent, nor can we reduce Catholic teaching to just one or two issues. Human dignity touches on almost every aspect of day-to-day life. This video series is intended to act as food for thought as we move through this election season, so you can carefully consider your own choices and how to support your community.